We are in my 2025 Tesla Model 3. It's only 4 months old, but unfortunately, I am listing this for sale, and I'm gonna explain why in this video. I'm not happy about it. First, I wanna talk about the things that I love about this car. This thing is extremely energy efficient, even more so than my 2018 rear-wheel drive Model 3, which this is also a rear-wheel drive Model 3, but it has 360 plus estimated miles of range. That's in itself is very impressive, but the energy efficiency, it's getting about 228 watt hours per mile. I've only had it over 4 months, but the 4-month period is mostly wintertime, so that number could get even better as this car is driven into the warmer months. One of the reasons I got a Tesla in the first place is to save money on gas, and the more energy efficient a car is, or an EV like this is, the better it is for my wallet. I get to save a lot of money. Another thing I love about this car is the ride quality and the comfort. The NVH, the noise, vibration, harshness, it's all so much better compared to the old Model 3, and it just feels so much better. The seats are more comfortable, and when it gets hot, the ventilated seats are a lifesaver, and just the suspension and going over bumps and things like that, and just driving in general, it's just a more comfortable ride. And it's quieter as well compared to my old car. Acoustics are better, just an amazing upgrade as far as comfort goes. Another thing that I love about this car is the styling and the design and the refined interior. More luxurious and premium feeling than the old Model 3, the old generation. So not just the interior, but the exterior as well. The exterior styling looks great. I think it's more aggressive, more modern, more sleek. There's one thing on the back though, I didn't like the new Tesla badging on the back where it had the TESLA, so I actually took that off. This is a very stealthy car, especially with the Quicksilver. It looks great, don't get me wrong. It's a beautiful color, and it does hide dirt really well. If I did it again, if I went back in time and did it again, I probably wouldn't get the Quicksilver. I just don't think it's worth the $2,000 upgrade. And of course, with the Model 3, the sportiness and the handling and the quickness, it's almost like you're driving a race car. This long-range rear-wheel drive Model 3, 0 to 60 in less than 5 seconds. That is quick enough for 99% of people and quick enough for me. So it's really fun to drive, but for the most part, I don't drive myself. I don't drive manually a lot. I usually enable FSD on all of my drives. There's no other car that can compare to what FSD with hardware 4 is. It's just an amazing experience. It does pretty much everything that I need it to do. And here's the biggest thing, I trust it to do the right thing in most cases. Now, obviously, I'm still paying attention, and I'm aware of my surroundings. If I need to take over, I'm ready to take over, but I usually don't have to punch in the destination and it goes. And it's only gonna get better, which is really fun to think about. Now, one of the best real-world use case scenarios for full self-driving that I found is when I'm eating. It's just easier to eat when the car is basically driving itself. And my addiction to crunchy, salty snacks could be very unhealthy, but luckily, thanks to today's sponsor, Thrive Market, these veggie sticks are one of my favorite new snacks. And Thrive Market is one of my favorite new places to go for sustainable, healthy groceries. Thrive Market has been a lifesaver for me and my family because it's completely online and delivers groceries directly to our door to save us a trip. Now, I never enjoyed going to the grocery store before I had kids, and now with 2 little kids, it's nearly impossible to go sometimes. And in my 20s, I could eat whatever I wanted, but now that I'm getting older and I have a family to take care of, there are 2 things that I aim for when grocery shopping: saving money and eating healthy. And that's literally in Thrive Market's mission, and they offer the highest quality standards in the industry by restricting over 1,000 questionable ingredients from all of their products that they sell. My picky toddler's taste buds seem to change from week to week, but with Thrive Market, we can get a huge variety of low-cost, healthy food to put in our rotation for all of us to enjoy. Now, this week, my toddler is loving these gluten-free pretzel sticks, while my wife is loving these chicken maple jerky sticks. And I just realized that we all love snacks that are like sticks, which is really weird. But it's not just snacks. Items like their spaghetti sauce that tastes like fresh marinara without the added sugar helps us make quick and easy meals during our busiest days. It's also super easy to reorder the things that we love the most with the Buy It Again section on their site. And with free shipping on all orders over $49 and no delivery fee or tipping, it feels like Christmas when we get new food at our door. Click the link in my description box or go to thrivemarket.com/AndySly to receive 30% off your first order and a free gift when you join Thrive Market today. Now, those are the things that I love about the car, and here are some of the things that I don't particularly like about the car. And this is just my personal experience. And the first thing is something that I didn't expect because I came from a Model 3. This is a Model 3, but for some reason, the way I adjust the seat and my seating position when driving, I just have more of a limited visibility from the top of the windshield. It really only bothers me when I'm coming to a stoplight or I'm at a stoplight, this pillar right here basically prevents me from seeing the traffic light. The poor visibility is just because I am a tall person. I'm 6'3", 6'4" on a good day. You know, I never had an issue with my old Model 3, and I guess I could just always, I could try to position my seat more further down, but I just, and where I want it the most and where I feel most comfortable is sitting like this, all the way back. I like to have room for my long legs, and I like to be sitting kind of upright like this. So right now I'm coming up to a stoplight, and you know, in my normal seating position, I can't see the stoplight. That is just one thing that I did not expect, and it's kind of annoying. Now, one disappointment that I did kind of expect is the standard audio system. I used to have the premium audio system with my 2018 Model 3. Going from that to this is just a downgrade. If you're coming from a premium Tesla sound system, you're going to notice a considerable difference. Instead of the sound feeling like it's coming from or all around you in the car, and you know, without that, it doesn't have the sub, so it just kind of feels like all the sound is coming from the front. If you're coming from a non-Tesla, it's a great sound system, but I'm coming from a premium sound system from Tesla, and it's just a bit of a downgrade, and I do miss my premium sound system. The other thing that I dislike about this car is actually something I did to it, and I could get it fixed. There's a tiny dent on the back of the car above the tire, and a tiny bit of like a scrape. But if I were keeping this car, it would not bother me. You can barely notice it. I think like 99% of people wouldn't even notice there. That has presented a problem because I am selling this car. The reason I'm selling this car is because there are some things that are happening with Tesla that were not happening before, and I didn't expect to happen so quickly, and that is the launch of the long-range rear-wheel drive Model Y, the new 2026 Juniper that now comes in rear-wheel drive variants, and actually drove the new Model Y, and so I got to compare it because the biggest thing for me, you know, getting the Model Y versus this, just the more comfortable riding position for me. So my plan is to sell this car and get the long-range rear-wheel drive Model Y. The long-range rear-wheel drive Model Y is under $40,000 when you include the federal tax credit, the full tax credit, which might be going away after this year. Even though the Model Y is a little bit slower than this car, it's like a half a second slower with 0 to 60, that doesn't bother me at all. I'd be getting a lot more, and plus I'd get more cargo room, more space for passengers. It'd be a better family car. I wouldn't be so bunched in when I have to move my driver's seat up a little bit to fit my daughter's car seat back there. So it'd be more convenient to have just a bigger car. I would be able to hopefully see actual traffic lights when I'm at a traffic light stop. Also, they're doing free FSD transfer right now for Model Ys, and I could just transfer that. You know, if it weren't for that, I wouldn't even consider it. Plus, the rear-wheel drive Model Y comes with the premium sound system. Why didn't they do that with the Model 3? So I'd be getting all those things with the new Model Y, all those different upgrades that I don't have with this car, and I think it would just be a better fit for me, especially for $39,000. However, you know, there are some disadvantages of doing that. It's slightly less efficient, 10 miles range difference, not a big deal, but I think, you know, the energy efficiency is probably going to be a little bit bigger. So over time, there might be like a minuscule difference there, but not a huge deal. If nobody buys this car for what I want out of it, I'm totally fine just keeping it. Great commuter car, very energy efficient, but I think I'm just going to list it. If somebody wants it, then I'll sell it. If nobody buys it, I'll just keep this car. No problem. It's a great car. I've tinted the windows. I put the roof rack on. I got Tesla floor mats in here. I mean, I got thousands of dollars worth of upgrades and accessories in this car already. So I was planning on keeping it. The rear-wheel drive Model Y coming so soon. I wasn't expecting it coming so soon, and you know, the tax credit going away. It makes sense if I could just upgrade to that right now. But if not, I will keep this car and I will continue to do videos about it because the biggest thing is FSD is incredible with this car. So with either car, it's going to be FSD driving me around for the most part. Let me know what you think I should do. Should I try to sell this car and get a Model Y, or should I just keep this car? You know, it's a great car. It's paid for. I don't have to worry about it. Spending no more money. That's a very frugal thing and for me to do, and I always love frugality, but the new Model Y looks pretty tempting for $39,000. Let me know what you think. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you in the next one.